Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your July 2021 reading, and also welcome to any newcomers, any new watchers. Love to have new energy around, so thank you for joining us. As usual, I'm going to take a couple of oracle cards. A couple are flipped over, so bear with me. Let me just grab those. And right, let's start. What I'm going to do before I start though is, because I can't memorize all the meanings of the cards that I use, and I don't want to give you a dud steer, and with the Wisdom Oracle there's more to these than meet the eye, so I'm going to read from the book, not all the passages, otherwise I'll be here till Christmas, but I'm going to read you a good chunk so we get a good, I mean they speak for themselves, but I'd like to get a little bit more meat out of them. Higher power is the first one. Regeneration is the second. I mean obviously it speaks for itself. We've got the higher power, being in touch with source, our inner voice, the universe, and then we've got regeneration, which is like the phoenix rising from the ashes. But I don't think the cards are that simple, and they do carry important meanings. So let's just go with the number 4 to begin with. That was the first one that came out. And we have, right, higher power, essential meanings. Conscious contact with higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. Right, and a bit from the message is this card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and making things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. What is the highest good for all? How can I serve? These are the questions you should be asking. Then get out of your own way and trust that there's a plan for your life, more wondrous than you can ever know. You are always protected, and divinely directed. I am so pleased I read from the book, and I really hope you enjoyed that, because it was absolutely beautiful. So trust. And it's hard, but I don't know if anyone's having a hard time, but if any of you Saggies are having a hard time, it's really hard to trust. But this is saying it's got your back, source has your back, so please don't worry. And then we've got the regeneration card, which is a 46, and it's about rebirth. Like I said, phoenix rising from the ashes, second chances and new opportunities. Wonderful. Second chance. Sorry, when I get excited I trip over my words, so let me start again. Second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived as a failure or a loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful, growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in its wondrous ways. What a fantastic card to get along with the higher power. Absolutely stunning. It's like it says, protected and divinely directed. So it's asking you to trust. And here you are, emerging. So let's get into the main read. And I'm going to lay out all the cards before I start reading, because if I do it piecemeal, then it's going to be all disjointed. So there's the energy that you're probably in at the moment, and if not coming into. And the energy that's coming into you in July. Wow, wonderful. Okay, that's the incoming energy. Now we want the challenge for our lovely Saggies in July 2021. Okay, challenge. And now we've got the advice from Spirit, please. Advice from Spirit. And the potential outcome. Wow. Going for it, isn't it? Okay, loads on the potential outcomes. So, right, let's weave this all together. So that was the first one, wasn't it? And then we have those. And then we have those. Loads. I'm going to take them all though. Yeah, absolutely take them all. Right, what's on the bottom of the deck? The Hierophant. What did I say about trusting yourself? So we've got the Hierophant here. It's about guidance and inner wisdom. Trust yourself. You've got the answers. If you dig deep enough, you'll find them. So it's about staying in touch with your soul voice and using your soul voice. But you know, the inner wisdom, you know, is the overarching energy of the reads. So trust it and trust the guidance. And if you feel you need guidance for anything, you know, seek out the expert in whatever area you need that guidance in. Perhaps you are the expert, who knows? But that's also a possibility. So the energy that you're in the moment is, you've got new paths here. This is about a new adventure. You're coming into a new experience of some sort, perhaps the birth of a new way of being, a new idea, but there's definitely a new journey here. So this is the new journey that you're either embarking upon or thinking about. And this is just germinating in your energy. And the energy coming into you, I'm so pleased to see this. We've got the Magician, guys. So the Magician is about mastery. It's about expertise. It's also about taking training if you need to upskill yourself. So bear that in mind. But, you know, the Magician holds the magic in his hands. You know, he holds the key to what he wants. It's about putting it into action. It's about putting yourself in creation mode. This is, what's the other word they use? Manifestation. But, you know, manifestation is not a word I like using. I prefer creation, because creation is something you do. And in order to bring forward the things you want in your life, it needs to be created. Manifestation, to some people, they think, right, if I just put it out there that I would like things to be like this, or I would like that in my life, then they think all they have to do is put it out there and it's going to come to them. It doesn't work like that, folks. So that's why I use the word creation. So the creation, the power of creation is in your hands, Saggies. Do with it what you will. Whatever you need in your life, go big. Go big. Don't stint yourself, because you're in that energy. And whatever you're giving out, you're going to magnetize towards yourself. So make it big and make it large. So there's no point in going small. You know, go large or go home, as the kids say. So really beautiful energy for you to come in into contact with in July. Now, we've got, in the challenge position, we've got the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Now, Two of Pentacles, this is a choice. So you've got a decision to make. And that decision, the challenge in making that decision is you have to do it with the knowledge that you have. You know, what have you learned over the years? The experience you've gained, the understanding you've gained, the lessons you've learned. It's about making that choice, but bearing the lessons and your expertise in mind. If you feel you're lacking in expertise, it's time to upskill. We've got, you know, we've got the mastery card here, and that's all about training if you need training as well. So, you know, bear that in mind. If you think you need another string to your bow, now's the time to take another class, maybe online or howsoever, you know, you need to take it. If you need to upgrade yourself, then there's your challenge. If you feel that you've got the expertise you need going forward, happy days, absolutely happy days. But you've got a decision to make. But do it in knowledge. Do it in the knowledge that you already have. And if you feel you don't have enough, it's time to upskill. So there's your challenge, guys. We've got advice from Spirit. We've got the Ace of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Star. So we've got, this is something new coming into you, right? This is Spirit saying you've got something new coming in. Whatever it is coming in, you need to take it, be creative with it, use your imagination. It's about looking at the panorama rather than just the tunnel vision. rather than just looking at what's in front of you. There's more to things than meet the eye. So don't miss stuff. It's about discovery. And like I said, using your imagination in order to reach your long-term hopes and plans and goals. This is wish fulfillment, the star. So make it good, guys. It's like I said, go large or go home. You've got the magician, so there's no reason you should stint yourself. But you know, you need to be thinking outside the box and using your imagination here. There's no time for stagnation. Things are afoot. It's time for regeneration, for transformation, all those good things. We've got the phoenix rising from the ashes here, and that's what you're doing, Sagittarius. You know, wish fulfillment is there. Reach for the stars. The higher you reach, the further you go. Absolutely beautiful energy, and that's advice from Spirit. Now, let's get the War and Peace that fell out for the grand finale. We've got the King of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Six of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the High Priestess. Now, I'm going to take the first four. We've got the King, the Four, the Six, the Queen. So we've got a King and a Queen there. And the King of Swords is here. You know, the swords are swords of truth, I call them, and it's marching forward in truth. It's quite a fast-moving energy. It's an advancement. It's a progression. It's a move forward card, which is really nice. So you know you're going in the right direction. But the Kings are all about knowledge and empowerment. And there again is that word in this read, knowledge. Do you have the knowledge you need in order to progress yourself forward in the way you'd like to go forward? So if you feel that you need upskilling, now's the time to do it. But you know, it's a king, it's an authority figure who carries expertise and wisdom. But is there something else that needs learning here? You know, the balance is there if you want it, but you need to persevere. It's about persevering, keeping your eye on the prize. You know, the goal is in the distance there. You're going in the right direction, but you have to keep on going. And while you keep on going, you need patience. Remember to be patient, because things don't happen overnight. The Queens are patience, understanding, and you know, in the patience that you afford yourself in this journey, you know, that time, that period of patience is where your clarity comes in. So it's really important to give yourself that patience or that time. You know, it's also about self-control, which the Queens are all about as well. So bear that in mind. However, you've got the High Priestess on top of that. And that tells me to, you know, to pass on to you, you need to trust your intuition. You know, but also there's also mystery attached to the High Priestess. So it's a case of, do we really need to know everything all at once? No, not really. Why don't we leave a bit of mystery out there? But anyway, regardless of the mystery, the intuition is there. The journey is afoot. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. You got it. You got it in the bag. Just make sure you've got the skills that you need to carry yourself forward. And if you don't, it's really important that you do something about it. So I feel that this is all about learning and checking in with yourself and asking yourself the question, do I need what I have? Do I have the skills I need in order to progress in the way that I want to progress? So very, very important question. Let's just get a couple of animal oracles to see if they can throw some nuggets of inspiration into July for you. Nice read. You're a busy girl or boy. Busy girl or boy this month. But you know, it's all good stuff and it's all going in the right direction. It's all forward. There's no blips here. All that's being asked here is check in with yourself. Do you have the tools in your toolbox that you need to propel yourself forward, is the question here. And you know, the High Priestess in the outcome, just perfect. Sit comfortably knowing that you know, you probably know the answer to that question right now without even checking in. It's probably something you've been thinking about. But you are rising. It's time for you to rise. You know, the phoenix is emerging now. Oh, and there we go. Great card. Let's see if we can get one more. Bear with me, guys. And there we go. Wonderful. So let me just pick that up and I'll get back to you. Oh, it's right under the chair. Yoga position now. There you go, got it. Right, so we've got, the first one that came out was the Eagle Spirit. And that spirit has your back. Need I say more? Don't need to read from a book for that one. It correlates absolutely beautifully with higher power, and of course it's about keeping in touch with your inner voice and knowing that you're connected and that you're not alone. Spirit does have your back. And then we've got the Nightingale Spirit, which I absolutely adore. Sing it loud, sing it proud, love is all around. You're loved, you're well loved, and don't you forget it. So really beautiful energy coming through this month for you. It's a journey, it's going to be work, but you know what, if it gets you where you're going and it's what you want, then the work's all good, isn't it? So my lovely Saggies, thank you very much for checking in. I hope that reading meant something to you and it helps. I mean, that's the whole point, it's to help. So thank you very much for tuning in. And from my heart, thank you very much for the likes, shares and subscribes. And I will see you very soon. But in the meantime, take care of yourself and each other. Toodle pip.